Yo, what's going on, everybody? Big Dog back here at MMA Tape, breaking down today this fight between Dan Hooker and Benoit Saint Denis. Like, comment, subscribe. Yo, we had an epic comeback, and what I mean is the fights came back last week, and it was epic. I got only two fights wrong, which I'm pretty proud about. The Josh Hokett, Denzel Freeman is as bad as we thought he was. So I got there. I thought he could wrestle and then went on the feet, but he sucked everywhere and his cardio ran out after a minute. And the main event, which again I'm okay with because I told you I was a close fight, man. And I was indecisive, and Gagey got him. Almost seemed like easy money, but what's that saying about hindsight? Vision is 2020. So yeah, that was hard to pick, but Gagey got him because yeah, Patty gets hit, and I said that in the breakdown, man. Anyway, let's focus on what we want to talk about today. But we made money if you followed my picks for last week. Let's get going. Dan Hooker and Benoit Saint Denis. So Dan Hooker, man, let's talk about him first. And he's a striker and a good one at that. His striking defense is poor. I rated about a 2. He doesn't really move his head much, man. And it kind of sucks because he got some good striking. He got some power. I like that when he sees his opponent hurt, he goes in for the kill. And when he lets that flurry go, it's pretty bad. Um, like in a good way for him, a bad way for his opponent. The takedown defense of Dan Hooker is not good, and it's gotten better, but it's still penetrable. Mateus Gamrot took him down so many times. And I didn't like that he's not sprawling. He just kept defending with the guillotine, like Dustin Poirier was doing to Benoit. Uh, but we'll talk about that in a second. And yeah, he wasn't getting anywhere. Just not much technique to his takedown defense. So he's gonna get take. If you want to take him down, you can. And as you can tell, it's gonna be a problem with Benoit. I will say this: in that Dan Hooker fight, in that Mateus Gamrot fight, Dan did get up a lot. Like he did a good job getting up. Like he doesn't really just like stay there and accept the bottom position. He's butterflying, throwing the knees to your stomach and trying to get up and trying to go to the cage. He's not accepting the bottom position, which is a good thing. And his cardio seems fine, and he got power late. And if you don't finish him early with those takedowns late, he's not going away. He's gonna keep coming at you and going pressing forward, and he's gonna punch you in the face. So the later the fight goes, the more it typically benefits Dan Hooker, depending who he's fighting. Benoit Saint Denis. Well, Benoit is really good, man. Benoit's a killer. Benoit's a killer, and I went back to go see that Poirier fight where he got knocked out just to understand, like, is his striking any good? How did that happen? I wanted to see him fight Mauricio Rufy as well, because Rufy is another really good striker, and but he beat Rufy, so I just wanted to get an understanding as to what's the deal with Benoit's striking. And here's my conclusion: his striking is actually not that bad, and he wanted to strike with Poirier, yeah, with the diamond. He was actually having success. And one thing that I really liked is that if he gets you in the clinch, he'll start elbowing you and kneeing you. Yeah, he got some like decent dirty boxing, but just good clinch work, just good clinch work. And he's doing damage, man. He's doing damage. He understands what he needs to do. He's a violent man. But he's super hittable. He's just pressing forward, really striking to set up an aggressive takedown. Yeah, he's just gonna try to take you down on the ground because that's where he succeeds and has the most success. Um, So yeah, he's hittable. Okay, but he hits you, it immediately shoots you to the fence. Uh, pushes you up against the fence. Yeah, that he's not shy about his game plan. He knows. He knows exactly what he wants to do. Um, okay, in on the ground, I mean, he's a beast. He's legit, and he goes a lot for submissions. Yes, there's ground and pound, decent too. But most of it's just to set up to create openings. Then he's gonna choke you, rear naked choke, arm triangles, whatever, head and arm triangles, you name it. Kimuras, he wants to get you on the ground and choke you out, and he does that to most guys really. So in this fight, breaking down these guys going against each other, I, I have to go with Benoit just because of Dan Hooker's takedown defense. And Benoit defended all of Poirier's guillotines, which I think are a lot more dangerous than what Dan was doing. I will say this: if this fight is still going on in the third round and Benoit has not finished Dan, and then Dan finally decides, okay, I don't want to go to the ground and defend, and he actually defends takedown, then Benoit's in trouble because Dan could definitely get a late finish, especially with the fact that we've seen Benoit get chin before and he leaves himself to get hit. Hooker too. I wouldn't be surprised if Benoit dropped Hooker because Hooker leaves himself to get hit. Benoit hits very hard and he's not scared to strike. Typically, he strikes, beats you up, and then immediately shoots for a takedown and brings you down. But one of those strikes on the feet could really catch Hooker. So yeah, I think I like Hooker, but I think he's in trouble because the takedown defense just isn't really there. And Benoit is not Gamera. Gamera is more of a like decision control type of fighter. Benoit is a finisher. Benoit, if he gets Dan Hooker down 2 or 3 times, he's going to finish him. He's gonna choke him out. Let's look at Benoit's Dan Hooker's. He's been subbed 4 times, I think, by Islam and Armin. For decades. Yeah, look, Islam subbed Armin, and I think he's in for another sub by Benoit. And then see this fight, who else subbed him? I guess that was a while ago. Yeah, I don't know about that. And I really like Hooker, so hey, upset would be great. But I just think Benoit's just too violent, man. Benoit's gonna come forward and he's gonna take him down. He's gonna try to strike with him first, and if he has success, Hooker's in trouble. If he doesn't have success, Hooker's in trouble because he's just gonna take him down. All right, we'll keep that one short and simple because we got a lot of fights to break down. Look at all this. I got a lot of tape to watch in only 7 days. I'm probably not gonna get to see a lot of these fighters on the early prelims. I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna break down as many fights as I can. I should break this fight down. I really should. Okay, guys, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, help the channel out, leave a comment, turn on your post notifications so you get notified when I drop videos because I noticed I didn't get a lot of views when I finally dropped my betting picks, and that could have helped a lot of you guys out, especially I saw some guys that lost with a Teba KO. When in that video I was clear. Look, I got proof right here. This Excel sheet I showed in that video, and I had a Teba by decision plus 900. I literally gave that pick out. So yeah, you gotta have your post notifications on so you don't miss my final betting video on Friday night or Saturday morning. I'm out, guys. Peace.